so much for listening to this episode of Earrings Off. We want to invite you to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. You can find us on Facebook at Earrings Off Podcast and on Instagram at The Earrings Off Podcast.
Welcome to Earrings Off. I'm Lou.
And I'm Teresa. Let's get started. Well, hello, Lou. How are you today?
I am doing well, partner. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited about chatting with you today. You know, it's been a while since the two of us just got on here and just talked about whatever, right?
I know. We always have such wonderful guests and we work so hard, but sometimes we just need to chat.
I know. Chill and chat. I like it.
Chill and chat. That's right. Yeah.
So, girl, what's going on? What have you noticed? What's going on?
Oh, my Lord. Well, first of all, let me start off by saying the Aces won last night. And so I've been watching the WNBA finals and they were great. And it's just so wonderful to see women, professional women, you know, honing their craft, doing so well. And the young girls seeing that and responding. So it's been, it's just been wonderful. So that's what's been happening.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
But
and luckily for me, I heard it on the radio, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
See, I'm so proud of your partner. But
because what's her name plays on that team, right? Wilson's sister, the football player. Asia, who is Asia Wilson?
Okay, now see that. Now you went down the rabbit hole. Okay, no. Asia Wilson is not Russell Wilson's sister. Folks, do you see what I'm dealing with? And we are not editing this out. You are talking about his sister. She played for Stanford women's basketball team. I don't even know if she's in the WNBA, but if she is not the starting center for the Las Vegas Aces. Oh, you see, folks, what I'm dealing with. Last name. Okay.
So sports
from a
basketball
that you must know about. Okay.
Basketball might not be my thing. I'm trying to participate. I'm trying.
You are so, I mean, you know what? You are to be admired for that. But when you start talking about all the health stuff, you don't see me trying to talk about it, do you? So just stay away from that.
Point taken.
Now, listen. Have you, oh my Lord.
What?
Have you seen Jada in those interviews? I mean, have you seen her?
I have, Lou. Oh my goodness. So what's your take on that?
I'm really beginning to think there is something mentally off with her. Honestly, I think there's something wrong with her because this is just craziness. It's too much. It's too much. She's sharing too much. And then what she is sharing to me is bizarre. So it's just a lot.
I don't know that I don't think that she's mentally, I don't think that she's off, but I do agree that she's sharing too much and doing too much. Who cares, right? But like if keep that to yourself. I don't know that that's something you write a book about. And of course, I'm sure there's other topics. When I say that, I'm talking about, you know, her and Will not being married for the last 7 years or whatever. They kept it a secret. Why not continue to keep that a secret?
It's too much. And then I keep thinking about, you know, the children. You and I are moms. It's like, what in the world are you thinking about your children putting all this information out there? Even though they've grown up in the public glare, but you still, as a parent, you know, you're concerned about the impact to them. It's too much. It's too much.
Well, based on the interview that I heard, the children are involved in this entire process. In fact, her opening day for the book sales or something, or her book tour, the entire family was there, including Will, both kids.
What?
and Will, they're all participating in the promotion of this book. Right. So it's a family affair. So it is just how they roll, which is fine. That is fine for me. That's your business. That's how you roll. No problem. But why do we need to know about it? That's what I'm like. Keep that to yourself.
And then, Teresa, it's been, so prevalent. It's been everywhere. It's not like I'm trying to know about it. It's popular.
Right.
It's everywhere. It's like, really, I'm not trying to find out about that. I'm not even interested.
Same for me, because I don't watch the news and I know about it. And I know about it because, well, I do watch something else.
Pray tell, what is that? It's certainly not any sport. So what might that be?
So I follow this one guy on YouTube that talks about Tesla. So about every second or third day of the week, I go on YouTube to see if he's posted any new news about Tesla.
Wait a minute.
Stay focused. Don't talk about Tesla.
Let me stop for a minute. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Are you telling me that there is a channel on YouTube and they have enough content to talk about Teslas and enough to keep you intrigued that you keep going on there every few days to hear about it?
Lou, not only is there one, there are hundreds. And this particular gentleman has over...
pranking me on this show.
No, he has over 1 million. I don't subscribe to his channel. I just go on and search for him. But he has millions of followers. Yes. He's an insider and he gets information before other people do. And he shares it on YouTube. And yes, I do. I do.
Is he talking about other cars too?
No, he's talking about, well, when it comes to comparisons and sales and the, what do they call the accessories and the gosh, why am I losing this word? The benefits.
I can't benefits not talking about gas in the car. If you be honest, I don't know what the word might be, but it might mean.
Yeah. The different things that the car has on it. Right? What is that? Features. Thank you. The different features he will compare to other electric vehicles. So occasionally he will mention other electric vehicles, but he's a specialist in Tesla. Like he owns a few Teslas, and those that he doesn't, he gets access to drive and test drive them.
I'm serious about this car thing. See, I'm in the sport, but you are into these cars like that. That is something. Where did that start
we digress.
Your brothers, your dad, what happened? I don't know how to do anything with car, but driving and putting gas in it. If anything else happens, I barely know how to get the right to turn on when I need them. If they don't come on automatically, it is on for me to try to figure out which button I'm supposed to be pushing.
Again, Lou, we digress, because I could go many places with that, but I won't, my friend. But anyway, so I was, and when I went to YouTube, the front page of YouTube was covered with stories about Jada. Yeah. And the one that I chose to click on was Stephen A. Smith. And you know why I clicked on it? Was because he's a sports announcer. Yeah. And I'm like, why is he talking about Jada?
Yeah, right? Because he's tired of hearing about it too.
Yeah,
he was tired too.
He went over. That's exactly what he said. He actually went as far as to say, every time I see this woman speak, she's emasculating Will.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he has a very strong opinion about the things that she's saying. But see, I don't feel like he's emasculated because he's supporting her. You know, he is supporting her. He's like, you go get it, girl. And so I don't feel like he feels like she's putting him down. He supports his wife or his partner. I don't know what they're calling themselves, but they absolutely are for one another no matter what. They ride or die. Like they said in some interview before, they are each other's ride or die. And even though they're separated, they're not getting a divorce, and they're gonna continue to support one another forever.
And that's all well and good. It's just that I don't think everybody else needs to hear all about that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
But let me tell you.
What?
The other day,
yeah,
I was talking to this woman, about working out and how just start with anything. You can walk, just, it doesn't have to be anything that you're trying to run a marathon, or just start moving. And I'm telling you, when she said her biggest barrier to working out is her hair,
oh my gosh. I thought you was going to say time.
No, I thought at first I was like, what? It's 2000. I'm thinking to myself, it's 2023. Are you telling me that we still, as Black women, have an issue with working out because of our hair?
Oh
I just I could barely hold it together. I was just in shock still.
Yeah, I'm in shock too. And yeah, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I actually have a very good friend who says that same thing. I do. She doesn't, she waits until it's time to get her hair done to work out, if she works out, because she doesn't want to sweat her hair out. Yeah, Lou, it's a thing. Yeah, I know you're shocked, but it's 2023 and women are still doing that. There are women who, and here, I remember a conversation that you and I had, and I hope you don't get mad at me for sharing too much. And if you do, we can just edit this out.
Yeah.
But when we had our conference, you were mad because you had to get your hair done and you were swimming the next day.
I was hot. And I don't do that. I don't spend money on hair because I know I'm going to be working out. Because
and swimming.
I am trying to mitigate the effects of my bad nutrition. And that's one way I do it. I at least try to hold true to my exercise schedule. I was not happy having to spend anything knowing I would be working out in the next day or two. But now, Nasheed, my husband, is a nice guy, but he told me, he kept trying to convince me to go and get it done because we had the conference. And, I was not having it. And finally he said, Lou, your hair is a hot mess. He said, it's not going to kill you to go get it done. I don't care if it's, if you're swimming in the next day. Would you, for God's sake, go do something with it?
Oh my gosh, we are being honest today.
We don't have to get like that about it. Okay, I heard you. I am going.
Yeah.
But I was, Teresa,
you were hot about it.
I am like, you know what? I am sorry. I have to work out. But to hear that, because Teresa, you know that there are so many different styles and things we can do.
Yes.
And I see people working out at the gym. They have protective styles. They have, wraps on their head, whatever they need to do to absorb the sweat so that they can try to stay healthy. So not, when somebody says that to me, it just blows my mind, because I'm thinking, all the research has shown and doctors have taught to us about how you have to do something.
You have to move. We had a recent interview and where the gentleman shared 5 things that we must do. And one of them was movement. You got to move.
Right. And somebody shared with me recently where somebody went over, had a procedure, very serious. And the doctor told them the reason they fared so well in their recovery, if he had to cite one thing, it was because this gentleman worked out and he exercised. And the doctor said to him, as a result of what you've been doing, your body responded so well to the surgery. And so, and now, full disclosure, maybe it's me. I don't think I'm hating. I've never had long flowing hair. And so, that's not my thing, but I just still don't get that, I just don't.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it either. I've never had long flowing hair either, but I was that person who went to the salon every week.
Yes, you were. And Teresa, you used to spend some bucks going and stuff.
Yeah. So, when I decided to go natural, it was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I haven't looked back. But even when I went to the gym, even when I wore my hair processed, I still worked out. And I would just do my hair in the gym. I would be, I'd work out enough. I get dressed for work and I do my hair. Right. And then I keep it moving. So I still would either have to shampoo it in the gym, or I would have to just blow it dry a little bit and hot curl it and keep it moving. So and of course, back in those days, it was just the thing that I did. I didn't even know that it was a healthy thing to do. I just have always enjoyed working out. It's just always been something that I've liked to do.
And see, I don't know, with me, it was not so much that I enjoyed doing it, but when I got that diagnosis of high blood pressure, I'm telling you, I remember it sitting in the doctor's office thinking to myself, well, you have really done it now. You've done it now. So what are we going to do about this? Because, once you get a diagnosis, then it's like, okay, that's where I am. But what can I do to try to not let this get any worse?
Right.
Even if I don't, if I can't get to the point where I reverse it, which is still my hope, but I definitely don't want to get worse, because there are a whole lot of things that can go along with high blood pressure.
Right.
And so once that happened, that was the one thing I could sort of hang my hat on, to say, what can I do? And I know there are all kinds of barriers. People are busy. Time is an issue. Fitting it into your schedule, particularly when we have so much going on. But I'm telling you.
One thing too is, you said it in the beginning, was just do a little something. Just do something. And Lou, I don't know if you remember it or not, but I have shared multiple times about how I dance in the morning. While I'm brushing my teeth, while I'm getting dressed, in between, I dance. And even when I'm cleaning the house, I dance. I have on good music. I find opportunities to move my body and get my heart rate up just in the house, And so people can do that. And that you can get your heart rate up without causing your hair. You can control the temperature in your house to the point where you don't sweat and sweat out your hair. But just move. Ladies, please, for Pete's sake, let's just get moving.
Just do something.
Just do something.
So
all right, girl.
But I did see something that was a little heartwarming, and that's needed, of course, with everything that's going on
so much
in the world today. But I saw a little blurb from People magazine. Get this: Diane Gordon, her car broke down, and she was walking on her way to work. She found a plastic bag with $14,780 in it.
Wow.
Now, when she found it, she said the first thing she thought to herself, this is how I know Diane is an angel and I may be on my way to hell. But anyway, her first thought was, I need to find a police officer this doesn't belong to me. I would hope that would be my first thought, but that's a lot of money. I have those kinds of thoughts for a certain number. It's like, yeah, I know I got to find the person. Yeah, I know I got to find the person. But when you get up to almost 15,000, I hope my reaction is I got to find the person. I don't know if it's dipped over because of the number, but anyway, I would hope it would be like Diane. But she said, this money doesn't belong to me. She called the police. And when the police arrived on the scene, they found cards in the bag along with the money. And they found out that the money belonged to a couple who had just gotten married the day before.
Oh, and that was their wedding.
They returned the money to the couple, but the wife of one of the officers who arrived on the scene, when she heard about Diane's plight, about her car breaking down, that she set up a GoFundMe account and raised over $66,000, and Diane was able to get a new car.
Oh my goodness. That's Tesla money.
Ah, there we go. So Teresa, you're saying you're a heathen like me. You don't know if you be returned. No, I'm just kidding.
Lou, please. Would you? Lou, can you do that for me? Set me up a GoFundMe, a Tesla GoFundMe.
We are not setting up a GoFundMe account for your Tesla, for goodness sake.
Well, that would get me to stop talking about it. I'm just saying.
We cannot do that for that. But
wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. First of all, for me, I would have never found it because I would have been walking to work thinking, I've got to get to work. And I might see a bag, and who knows what might be in that bag. Like, I'm not going to pick up a plastic bag.
Well, that's what I was about to say. When you said that, I thought you were saying you were too distracted to even notice it. I would notice it, but I doubt I'd be picking it up. I'm a bit of a germaphobe.
Yeah. I'm not going to touch it because I'm just not going to touch it because people are evil. Yeah, and you never know what might be in a bag. And that's a sad statement about my own self, but I just would not pick it up.
No, I'm telling you, I'm the same way. And it's bad, but it's like, I don't know what that might be. So I wouldn't be trying to pick it up. But I do believe, in fairness to me and my character, I would return it. I mean, I would.
Yeah. I would be too scared.
I might take longer than it sounded like Diane took to do it. She immediately thought that. And I'd be looking around to make sure, did anybody see this? No, I would.
Yeah. I would be too scared to keep it, honestly. Yeah. I would feel like there might be some tracking device on it or something. So I would definitely have called the police because it's just too much money. You know,
if you lost that much, you want it back, and somebody wants that money. Somebody needs that. That's a lot of money.
Lou, we have talked about the blue zones. We talked about how we've talked about the different ways people keep themselves well, right? Yeah. And living longevity, living longer lives. And we know one of the things that's really good is keeping your mind stimulated, right? So there's this guy, Sam Kaplan is his name, and he's in Georgia. And he has, had quite a storied career. He held many jobs, but he only had a high school education. And now when he turned 72, he graduated from college. Yes, that's 72. But get this. That's an amazing feat in itself. He graduated from college at 72 with a college degree. But the thing for me that caught my attention about this story is that his 99-year-old mother attended his college graduation.
Wow.
She cheered him on.
Wow.
He graduated from high school in 1969. He just graduated he wanted a degree after he retired, and his mother, Lou, 99-year-old mother, was there in the building and she cheered him on. Now, talking about some longevity.
I applaud him because remember when I retired, I'm taking piano lessons and that's challenging me. I cannot imagine. He went and finished a college degree at that age. Do you know how hard that is?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
I
my
do.
Goodness. Kudos to him.
Kudos. But we got to do things like that. Learn something new. I mean, you are doing the absolute right thing about taking those piano lessons and learning how to play. It's like learning a different language.
It's hard.
You're stimulating your brain in a way, and you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I don't know about fantastic, but it for whatever reason it may be easier for somebody else. It's hard. But I do like it, but I enjoy it quite a bit actually. But you're right. You have to force yourself to do hard things as you age, particularly to maintain your brain health.
To maintain your brain health.
Wow.
And let me tell you something. So my kids have me, grown kids, have me playing Wordle. And connections. And I tell you, in the beginning, it was quite a challenge, right?
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And now I look forward every day to the Wordle and the connection of the day. It is so much fun. And I feel like it's stimulating my brain. I really do.
I've heard about Wordle, but I haven't done that.
Okay. So what Wordle is a 5-letter word of the day. You have 6 chances to come up with it. You have no hints. You have no clues about what the word is, but you put in a 5-letter word and it will turn green for the letter that's in the right place in the word, and it will turn yellow. The letters will turn yellow if it's not in the right place, but part of the final word.
And so you're timed when you're doing that?
You're not timed. Okay. Sometimes it takes me all day. I promise you it does. But I have now found words that I use regularly that have certain vowels in it. So that's how I figure the Wordle. I try to get all the vowels first.
Yeah.
And then I can build a word. But you read the New York Times, right? You read the New York Times. So it's part of that subscription.
And it's very popular.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Very popular.
Now, Connections is another game where you have to choose the connection between words. You have a grid with 4 rows of words.
Okay.
4 by 4 rows of words, right? And then you have to select words that have a relationship, right? The connection, but those words are connected. And a lot, words have double meanings or triple meanings. Yeah. So it's a lot of times it's not what you think, and you only have 4 opportunities to get that one. 3 or 4 opportunities to get that one right. It's a lot. It's very challenging.
You're making my head hurt thinking. But I haven't done any kind of word things or word games or word puzzles because I used to love Scrabble, and then when even got so big, which didn't take long for him to start beating me at all of that. I just, just did something to me. It messed with me psychologically, and I have not been able to get over that. I mean, I just never won after that.
I believe that. So Scrabble is a game that we play as a family too. And believe it or not, the worst speller in the house, my husband, he beats us.
He does?
Girl, because he has a different type of brain. Okay, right?
Yeah.
And he uses math to beat us. Wow. So he never puts down, beyond his first round, he never puts down another full word. He builds off of words that are there and he gets the highest score. So yeah, he uses math. He uses math to beat us, and we hate it, but he does. And he can't spell. And I tell you, we do end up challenging him often because he puts down stuff that's not a word. Sorry. It might be 80 points, but it's not a word.
I think you're hating on Robert, but anyway. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's good. That's good stuff. So but it's been a good week, still riding the high from the conference, and
my goodness.
It's something when you work hard on something like we did, and then it actually exceeds your expectations.
Exceeds your expectations. Yeah. And then it's a sort of kind of a letdown. It's like you spend all those days leading up to it, working on it. And then afterwards, she's like,
yeah.
But we needed that rest. I tell you what.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. So, but it's all good. And, hopefully we can move away from Jada and hearing about that, and have the rest of the week be a good week, as good as it can be with everything that's going on. So
that's right.
Yep. So
it was so good catching up with you, Lil, and just having a chat and chill, or chill and chat. What did I call it?
I don't know. Chat. You came up with it, but we're doing this because, believe it or not, Teresa, next week, November.
Can you believe that?
I cannot.
I cannot.
The holidays they are coming fast, and they will be here before you know it, the end of the year. And we'll be wrapping up November and running some popular episodes in December. Gearing up for 2024.
2024. Can you believe that?
Cannot. It looks like the year just started.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, it did. I mean, it feels that way, and it's already ending. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but we look forward to it, and we look forward to ending the year on Earrings Off with a bang. So thank you folks so much for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Take good care.
Bye-bye.